What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sean Peter Bluff Guy. Hey! And we are back again with another One Piece post chapter stream discussion where we're going to talk about the recent chapter and any future predictions, theories, anything to come for from here on out, right? But before we get into that, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Also, comment down below your thoughts on the chapter, your thoughts on the chapter discussion. What are some of your theories? Some of your predictions of what's to come, right? Also, make sure you follow me on Twitch if you want to catch these live streams live and you want to engage with me in real time. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and make sure you become a part of my community, the Blump Squad. Make sure if you want to become part of the Blump Squad, make sure you join the Discord. But yeah, man, today we are here to discuss chapter 1063 and so on, right? And so on as far as moving forward. All right, y'all. So I got my guests on. We got Cube in the building. We got Angel in the building, and we also have D LaJoy Boy, the you know the regulars, the Blum Squad regulars. What's good, gents?
I'm
You know.
great.
All right, so
Pretty good.
so y'all ready to talk about some One Piece? I feel like y'all
Oh
ready
yeah.
to talk about some One Piece.
Yeah, I guess.
You say, yeah, of course, Angel. Would guess. All right, Desmond said the regular squad. Yeah, man. Hey, Desmond.
Wait. I will.
I,
Hey.
before I let Q go, hey man, I try to get you on to hop on the discussion, but guess you ain't see the request. But yeah, what were you saying, Q?
uh, Everybody who's listening right now, while we'll be dissecting this chapter, and I think Angel will agree with me. We're gonna give props for Joy Boy for a theory that he's been talking for the last 1 month and a half, and he was defending it. So I like to give him a lot of shit online, but I give props when props is deserved.
Wait,
So
wait, wait,
congrats,
wait,
bro.
wait, 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 wait. What theory?
What?
What
His
theory?
theory about the cover picture, cover photo. We're gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it now, but I want to to address it to everybody.
Oh, well,
comes down.
thanks for jumping.
What?
Cover
Thanks.
story. The cover. You will see. You'll see when the cover story. We'll talk about the cover story.
All right. Well, Cube wants to jump the gun, so. All right, so let's get into the chapter. Let's get into this chapter, y'all. Since Cube wants to jump the gun, let's talk about the cover page of 1063, My Only Family. We got Cracker, right? Cracker seems to be frozen or petrified or something of that magnitude. I'm assuming it's frozen because Boa is on her island, as far as we know. But yeah, Cracker's frozen. Brulee's there crying because Puddin was also kidnapped. All right, so this kind of plays into something Joy Boy was talking about before. So I'm gonna let Joy Boy speak his piece on this cover page.
Yeah, so pretty much just when we saw the cover page of Chocolate Town being frozen, I was saying that Aokiji was there and that they were going for pudding. And it hasn't been revealed yet, but I'm sure that Shiryu is with him there.
Yeah.
So they're going to get pudding, bring her back to Blackbeard, and then pretty much force her to unleash the rest of the abilities of her third eye.
Yeah. I find it I find it not ironic. I don't know if I want to say ironic. Maybe coincident. I find it like Oda, because I talk about how we get kind of this Mads reunion it's building up between Judge and Caesar, right? And how it's happening in a arc where we're getting Vegapunk at the moment, right? But it's also wild how we could be getting some Blackbeard stuff on the cover story in the same arc that we're getting a lot of Blackbeard stuff, because we got Blackbeard stuff when he went to Amazon Lily, and now we're getting it while potentially, some of his guys are invading Whole Cake Island, But yeah, did you want to add anything on that, Angel, about the cover story? About LaJoy Boys possible speculation coming true? Angel? Says he.
What, did you say something?
I said, did you want to add anything to it?
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness, Angel. Q, what about you, Q?
Yeah. I'm gonna jump in first of all because you were talking about and I think you agree with me. Like, if it's between Hancock or I do think that, like you said, it's more Aokiji, and I would think it is Aokiji on the. If you zoom a bit on the face of Cracker, he looks the same way as Luffy's face when he was frozen, and Jaguar Sol. It's very similar pattern on the face. Yeah. So I would pretty sure that it's Aokiji's Devil Fruit. Because there were some talks, I thought of it as well, that it could be like a new ice Paramisa that we don't know about. Like one character has it, like in Blackbeard's crew, but I think it's Aokiji for sure.
Yeah, and to add on to like the face thing, like people were saying it was Caesar's gas, but like if you go back and look at that, like there's no facial features when that gets used on the face. It literally just looks like a rock.
Yeah. Desmond says, does somebody have an idea what else could it be other than Akainus? Maybe there are ice dragons. Freaking like Akainu. Yeah, Akainu freezing people, right? I mean, he could turn people into ash, I would assume, but not to freeze nobody.
And we did see two silhouettes back in Chocolate Town when the cover story actually started.
Yeah, the one I was talking about with the shoes.
Germa, but looking at it now, I don't think it is. And people were even pointing that out about how like it didn't look like the raid suits, the shoes weren't like the shoes that they wear.
Mm-hmm.
And we had this argument. I'm not gonna say I thought it. I'm gonna put it back because I said at the time, because someone on Reddit said it looked like one of them looked like Shiryu's shoes because it's not the German shoes. So I thought it was Blackbeard, but I didn't push on it, so I'm not gonna take props on it. But yeah, that was a chapter. I forgot which one it was, but I posted on the thing. But it's that one when you see those two shoes. It's like Oda basically left the breadcrumb like 2 months ago.
I remember.
The chapter of the cover story of 2 months ago.
I remember the cover page. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, so they pudding's gone, bunch of people frozen. We still haven't really got any update on the actual Vin smokes, like where their current position is, if they made it back to the whole Germa ships, snail ships or whatever. So we haven't seen an actual reunion between Caesar and Judge just yet, but I'm per se hoping all this end up coming back into the fold of what's going on now somehow. You know what I mean? Like of course the Blackbeard, if it is indeed Blackbeard with pudding, I'm pretty sure that's going to play a big part in the series or the story. But the whole Germa thing and Caesar meeting up with Germa, because I think next time we see Caesar in the if he meets up with the Straw Hats again, I think it's going to be more on friendly terms. I don't see him as a antagonist again, because I kind of think he kind of liked being with the Straw Hats at one point, like in the anime where he was kind of when they was like, all right, you free to go, and then he was kind of like, hey, y'all gonna miss me? That was funny. But all right, but kind of moving on, getting into the guts of the chapter, right? I want to hear y'all take on how y'all felt about the chapter. You know, like how did y'all like the chapter? I'm gonna let Cube go first because I know Angel is gonna need some time to think of something, so I'll let him go last. But I'm gonna let Cube go first. How'd you think about the chapter? Cube.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, you guys can hear me? Hello.
I hear you.
Hello.
I hear you now.
Yep.
Hello.
Uh,
Hello.
okay. Yeah.
Hello.
So I was here. No, okay, you're messing with me. Okay. I was gonna say.
I'm acting like Angel right now. I'm acting. Hello.
It's I liked it a lot, but I do feel like the last chapter, because it's just the first part of the chapter, I didn't feel as hyped as the last part. So it's a good chapter, but it was not the same level of enthusiasm as the last one.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think I honestly don't have much to talk about as far as the everything that happened on Egghead Island, like as far as everything there, but
Exactly.
I think most of the meat of the chapter that worth talking about is the ending. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I kind of agree with you. I don't think the first half of the chapter gave us much of anything that really, discussion worthy, I guess. But maybe y'all might have something to add to that. So yeah, but go ahead. You got finish what you were saying. Or you done?
Just I do feel like I was going to just say basically the first part is basically like not a filler, but like an add-on on what we already knew about the last chapter. We found out. We just got a bit more information, but we didn't get any new revelations. That was crazy.
Yeah. So
I'm good now.
D LaJoy boy, what is up? What did you think about the chapter?
I really liked it. I like how Oda's still. I mean, especially after Wano, like we're having a little bit of time to have some exploration, like not getting right down into the nitty gritty, but he still like has that hook that he's doing with like off the island. So even like side stuff not related to the crew directly at this moment is still interesting. But yeah, I do like there's a little bit of comedy in here with like Jinbei, which I think that's good of Oda to do since he's a new crew member.
Yeah. I like seeing Jinbei and I like this combination of Jinbei, Luffy, and Chopper. You know, it's kind of like the non-humans of the group with the captain. You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty dope. You know, especially because I feel as though we don't really get a lot of Chopper and Luffy adventures. You know what I'm saying? And then we get that on top of Jinbei because he's the new crewmate. So yeah, I kind of agree with that. What about you? Or you got anything else to add, the Joy Boy?
No, I'm good.
All right. What about you, Angel? You had a little time to think about, what you might want to say. So
I mean, I already had an answer ready. It was all right.
Huh? You said it was all right?
I said I had an answer ready. Yeah, it was all right.
All right. Thank you for your highly informative answer, Angel. But all right, so getting into the actual chapter, right? Getting into the actual chapter. I mean, I can't really say it was much, right? Like Luffy, they got some new gear, right? It's always. I think that's kind of an underrated aspect of a lot of arcs. Like every time we see the Straw Hats get some new clothes, even though it was just like Luffy's group, But it's nice to see how they're going to change it up each arc. You know what I mean? So they got some new gear. We also see that there was a Kuma pacifista there as well. But Joribani didn't want Luffy attacking it, even though it's not the original, I guess, Prime Kuma. I guess we could say. It's not his body. So, yeah, she was a little touchy about that. And yeah, so the pacifista pretty much attacked these guys. And we got a dope panel of what's her name? Joribani crying. A very detailed panel. Anybody got anything to add for this portion of the chapter? I mean, like,
there was
Very
there was
touching.
something that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Q.
Well, I was gonna say there was something, when you see the flashback of Bonnie with Kuma when she's a child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Is it maybe just me? I had and I know he was a king or most like a royal. I got it reminded me of the flashbacks of Vivi had with her father Cobra. I saw the very similarities. Maybe it's just Oda drew them similar. But I do wonder if his family and Vivi's family, they have history, like maybe since they're royals, maybe they're like distant cousins, from the old kingdom.
No lie.
You're saying
No,
Vivi.
like you, man. I had the same thought as you, but I gave up on it because there wasn't anything,
You're
But
saying you're saying Vivi and Joribani could be family?
I mean, like the Nefertari family with the Kuma's family, maybe they're like this since they're royal, maybe they're distant relative from a long time ago. Because I don't know why, when I first saw it, I really reminded me of Cobra, the images of Cobra that Vivi had when he was playing with her as a child, when she was very
yeah, I
young.
thought it was Cobra too. I was like,
The
he
hair,
kinda looks
the
like
hair and
Cobra.
the face.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
does look similar to Cobra. I mean, there could be some more to that, right? Like, I see
Yeah.
what you mean. I didn't
Remember
think of that, but he does kind of have like the same hair as as we seen with Cobra, right? So it looked like they kind of could be related, right? And it's weird that they like Cobra and Kuma look like they could be like Egyptian or something, you know what I'm saying? Or
exactly.
like
Exactly.
East African, I guess you would say. Like they'd be East African, like Kuma and Cobra, but their daughters don't look East African. they got
Exactly,
European daughters, even though they both look East African. I think that's pretty funny, Doesn't say a buffed version of Cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a much bigger
That's for
version.
sure.
Definitely a much bigger
That's
version.
for sure.
So, yeah, man. Like honestly, bro. Like I honestly don't really have much to add to this portion of the chapter. Sadly, like if y'all got anything else to add, hey, I thought it was just like we got like the Cobra, the Kuma pacifista, which I mean it makes sense. It makes sense that there will be some pacifista, like especially the old pacifista lying around on Egghead Island because they're probably decommissioned. Like what do y'all think happened to the old pacifista?
I think they exist.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they exist, but like, what do y'all think happened to them?
I think they're like, so that's those are maybe using as personal bodyguard or something like that. Like, not at the front row, like big missions, but maybe like so like bodyguards. In some places they serve a purpose.
Yeah.
Bodyguard servants.
Yeah, like maybe act as security in certain certain military like places, certain military buildings. Like I could see them being bodyguards. I think that would be smart instead of just straight up decommission them. They still seem pretty capable, right? They're still pretty like at this point in the story, the old pacifistas are kind of obsolete when we look at like the current level of most of the characters that we're following, like Luffy, Law, Kid, Straw Hats, the other
Hmm.
Supernova. It seemed like the Pacifista are kind of like obsolete to characters like them, but like weaker pirates though.
It,
Any pirate that doesn't know how to use to correctly hockey, that's like that was a limit. Once they had hockey, they could damage it, but I don't think without hockey or their metals, their pacifista plating is just too strong.
Yeah,
I think you can cut it, but what was I gonna say? One thing this chapter did change is my thoughts on Kuma. You know, I used to be, I was indifferent on whether or not I didn't really care whether or not he got his memory back or not. But now I kind of wish he does.
bro, man, you better put some respect on Kuma name.
What do you mean?
I'm,
How does that not
I'm
have? I
just,
mean, I just didn't.
I'm messing with you, but nah, I just had to say that because Kuma one of my favorite characters, you know. So, yeah,
Really?
yeah, I like Kuma. I like it. I like his intro. Like a lot of some of the greatest moments in One Piece, I think Kuma was involved. Like a few, you know, like I like the moment, like we wouldn't have got the whole nothing happened moment from Zoro without Kuma. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have got that. We wouldn't have got the whole time skip, the whole Straw Hat split without Kuma. You know. Plus, I like his ability too. To me, I think he got one of my favorite devil fruits, like that whole the Paul being able to repulse
Man,
things. You know.
yeah, man, badass devil fruit.
And plus Kuma, like he a brother, man. He a brother too, you know, so you kinda gotta
Nah,
he a
man. I
brother to
mean,
me, man. He a brother.
I mean,
He got
to me,
he got the
he was
thick
just,
hair. He
you
got
know.
the coursed hair. Come on now. My man's a brother, yo. He's a brother. With
I'm
one of
not
the
gonna fight
dopest
you.
abilities. Come on now. One of the dopest abilities in the series. The man could repulse anything on like I'm just curious like the how far his devil fruit go. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to know how deep his devil fruit like what can like what is his limit on what he could repel? You know what I mean? Like could he repel emotions and feelings? You know what I'm saying? Like you feeling depressed, he could just repulse the depression out of you. I don't know.
I think awakening, like because Paramecia awakening is very specific. You could either like affect your environment, or but since this is a power that really affects the environment around him, it can also be something where he can use it internally. So because I
I
always think
mean,
that awakening could bring back his memory, maybe like push all those mental blockage, not the metal parts, but just the mental stuff that like maybe there's like a I don't know receptor or something in his brain that's forcing him to listen to the orders. Maybe he can deactivate it with his repulsion. I don't know. Like
yeah.
possibilities are endless with this fruit. They're
Maybe
endless
his,
with if you know
maybe
what.
maybe him awake
Yeah,
maybe him repulsing Luffy's hurt or pain was awakening, you know.
maybe we could. But then I do think like his devil fruit is very similar to Big Mom's devil fruit in a way where I don't think so. Big Mom's devil fruit was to create homies. Like I do think like it's like. But then again, we don't know much about his devil fruit, so you might be right. We really don't know much about his devil fruit, so.
Desmond says sus like Pegasus foreshadowing. Uh so Bonnie or Desmond, I'm reading the chat. Desmond says so Bonnie's crew were servants. They are canopy dead or canonly dead. I don't think it was ever confirmed that they died. She just said she didn't have her crew there. You know, like maybe she was sent away and then she just went to Vegapunk Island without her crew. I don't think it was ever said they were dead. I mean, that's one of y'all, remember a panel when it was said they was dead. Then he says, for me, his devil fruit was always a stretch to go from Paul to transport. Imagine Luffy nearly dying in the end, and the whole crew take his pain like Zoro did. Like you would need Kuma there to recreate that moment. Man, but yeah. So, anything else on Pacifista, the old Pacifista? You know, you think we'll still see him?
Just that I'm
Go ahead.
the old pacifista. I thought just like in Kuma in general. Um, just excited to get like his the flashback for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
like
also there was also
the flashback of him turning into a pacifista.
And what led to it?
Okay.
Like what was his decision? What was his connection with the Revolutionary Army?
Yeah, that's definitely what I want to see too. I agree with you.
the one thing with this chapter I liked is maybe I didn't see it in the last chapter we didn't really go forward in the lab at that level compared to this chapter. It's there were like posters of SSG, so it could safe to assume that he used this laboratory while he was still with the government. If there was SSG, he had banners of SSG around his lab or around everywhere.
I mean, even the outfits had SSG on it. Even the outfits
I think
had
SSG might.
Wait.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say I've been thinking that SSG, like the people in the group, might have just been his clones, and not like other actual smart scientists.
the people walking around.
No, I mean like the members of SSG. I'm saying I
The
think it might have been.
satellites. He thinks those are the satellites. The other
Yeah,
Vegapunks.
yeah. I think they might have actually been the actual members of SSG.
All the other Vegapunks.
Yeah.
I think the SSG is the Seraphim program, probably. I think
I know,
that's
like
what the SSG
that
is.
was their project. I mean, like the group, like the people in the group, like was them.
Well, I think those are just Vegapunks, like clones. They help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't. I think by default, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if
I know, but like I was originally expecting them to like introduce like new scientists that could have worked on this project, but I'm just saying I think it could have just been the satellites.
Yeah,
and Vegapunk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the satellites were the ones who helped create the Seraphim and all that. I would think, but it depends, because like, are all the satellites geniuses? I mean, I know they say they're Vegapunk, and I'm pretty sure they might be smart, but like, because there's a specific satellite that's a thinker, right? And he's the
Edison.
So
Edison
and Shaka too. Shaka's also looked at as wisdom, I think, or is Edison wisdom?
Yeah, Shaka looks like he's the not the embodiment. Like it looks like Vegapunk talks through him, or like he seems to be like de facto leader, or like de facto head Vegapunk, a satellite.
Yeah.
The way he was talking, etc.
So I'm just thinking maybe not all the satellites are equally smart. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're not all smart. I'm just saying maybe they're not equally smart. Because it's kind of like the pain. Like pain, they each have different abilities.
Yeah, maybe it took all 6 of them to come up with it.
Come up with what, the Seraphim?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I think it's like they all specialize in one thing, because I think the first one is like gonna be like the ones that is doing like the cybernetics on monsters and people, and this one that we see in the facility, it's like just doing like stuff with light, and then
but all their names. If you take all of the inspiration for their names together, they do fit a pattern. Like Atlas, holding the the entire universe or the planet. Edison, Thomas Edison, electricity, stuff like that. Then there's one Pythagoras, which is basically it's also
Pythagoras.
constellation, but it's also the mathematician. You know, so it's like it does seem like their names are inspired of different parts of science.
What I
So
think
it does make sense.
what I think, kind of playing off of what Joy Boy said, I think each of them are they're like good in different aspects of science, because like not every genius always go in the same field, right? Like you got like Tony Stark, right? Iron Man. He's good at I would say he's good at electrical engineering. That's where he shines the most. But then you have somebody like Hank Pym, who is good at like Ant-Man, I guess the original Ant-Man. He's good at like what's I forget what it's called. I'm trying to think where they go in the movie, the Ant-Man movie.
The quantum realm.
Yeah, quantum physics. He's good at quantum physics. You know what I'm saying? Which is a different field than electrical engineering. So he's smarter in knowing how to do quantum physics and stuff. Iron Man wouldn't be able to, as smart as Tony Stark is, he wouldn't be able to compete in quantum theory and all that stuff as Pym or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you got like Bruce Banner, Hulk, right? He's good at gamma radiation.
Biology. Yeah.
I mean, I guess biology too, but I was thinking like radiation and gamma radiation. So, I would say maybe each satellite they excel in a different aspect of science. You know what I mean? Maybe Shaka is a good tactician or good at like reading situations or good at leading projects. You know what I'm saying?
Project manager. I felt this was like that as well.
I would say Lilith, the one that we seen, might be good at like building or deconstructing. You know what I'm saying? Because she seems like the one who likes to scavenge, right? So maybe she's kind of like Frankie, where she may have been the one to build the big robot, the big mech that we seen. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know. Maybe they're all good at different aspects of science. And
yeah, no, for sure. I'm sure Vegapunk split it up like for a specific reason.
Yeah.
And he split everything he knows into each of these satellites and had them work on those projects.
Yeah, they excel in certain areas.
Yeah. They're just the best in what they're doing.
I just thought of something. Blumph, you said something 10 minutes ago of Kuma's devil fruit. Can he like expel certain emotions and stuff like that? What if Vegapunk used Kuma to help him create those 6 satellites? To really like give them their own embodiment on a specific. I don't know. I was just think of it. Like, because I do feel like it might be all his different wills. Like he created wills from his emotions, maybe.
Like he excels different, or he repels different aspects of his genius.
Yeah. Like he was doing something, and there was a mix of Kuma's devil fruit, and he was able to imbue that satellite with that way of like that type of will, that type of emotion. And maybe that's why they're all 6 of them so differently.
Yeah.
Maybe you cannot have like the exact same will. Like your will, I think the will is very broad. So like it could be a dream, it could be emotion, it could be something that comes back. And I think just 2 people cannot have like the exact same part of the will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what he did with Kuma. It would make sense why they're so different, and they all are in one specific field. If they all came from Vegapunk, but Kuma helped him to divide it by 6.
He said SSG is Special Science Group, so the whole Vega clones and all of them are based on Mega Man reference. Is it Special Science Group? Was it confirmed that?
To answer to that, it's more than
hold on.
Yeah.
Q, what was you saying, Andrew?
I mean, yeah, it is Special Science Group.
It was confirmed to be a Special Science Group?
Yeah, that's what they call it in the anime.
Yeah, and Puck Hazard.
Okay. I thought it might have been like something with Seraphim in it, like the Seraphim Science something. I don't know. That's why
Now
I
the
was,
Seraphim was just a project they were working on, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, go ahead, Cube.
I was gonna say to answer about the Mega Man thing. There are, I think for me, from what I've seen with the two last chapter, the scientific part of Vegapunk Egghead is a mix between Mega Man, Doctor Slump, which was Akira Toriyama's creation before Dragon Ball, and it's quite famous because he's done a lot of big crossovers with it, and one of his most famous crossover was with Goku. And if you just take the character that was there, it represents all the characters who are with Vegapunk right now. Jinbei, the older, a bit like a sage, a warrior. Krillin was a monk. Goku represents Luffy. The robot Arale, who is a genius but extremely naive, represents Chopper, and she's considered like the cyborg, the most intelligent cyborg as well. And Dr. Vegapunk as Dr. Slump, which the big bad guy in the Dr. Slump thing, who wants to create his own evil robot organization, like a government, to oppress people. His name is Caramel, Caramel with the CP0 and Big Mom's flashback. And then you have Astro Boy's suit with the clothes that Luffy has. There are like two, three references.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Cube.
No worries, man. I'm here to enlighten.
All right, so I guess I don't really have anything else for Kuma. I found it interesting seeing the Pacifista, the old PXs, right? Because it was, like I kind of thought Oda would kind of like bury him, like we'd probably never see the old Pacifista again, and I'm glad he brought him back up and made him somewhat relevant, especially since we're here at Vegapunk's Island. It would make sense if we was going to see him again. That's when we see him. Maybe we might see a Seraphim versus an OPX. Like this Seraphim that we see now, or the PX that we see now fighting the Seraphim that CP0 brings or something. I don't know. I think that'd be dope. But all right, so moving on, we have Blackbeard chasing Law. And Blackbeard basically told Law, like, hey, I knew you, Straw Hat, or Kid was going to come in this direction. I knew it. It was inevitable. Run me them poneglyph rubbins. And then Law pretty much said, hey, I was just thinking the same. Give me what you got. You know what I'm saying? So we see a little of Blackbeard, not wanting to put in the work, trying, working smarter, not harder, which is probably one of my favorite philosophies, right? Work smarter, not harder. And he wants the poneglyph rubbing. He wants those. It's kind of a point that of the series that I've been waiting to see, because I've been wondering when Blackbeard was going to make moves, right? When he was going to make moves to get the poneglyphs, because I always just assumed that Blackbeard wanted to go to Laugh Tale, wanted to maybe not necessarily become Pirate King, but maybe I could see him trying to be like King of the World, maybe, but still wanting the One Piece, because the One Piece might still be a big key to gaining significant amount of power for him to eventually become King of the World, right? Like that's kind of what I always assumed from Blackbeard. So, but I was like, he's not going after these poneglyphs. Like we're past Wano and we still have yet to see Blackbeard go after a poneglyph. But now, based on the potential cover story, right, where we talk about Blackbeard going to Whole Cake Island, Puddin being missing, maybe going to Whole Cake Island was like a, let's go get this poneglyph rubbing. And now it's like, hey, I got Law in my clutches. He might have some poneglyph rubbings. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're at Blackbeard and his crew versus Law and his crew. Let's start with D. LaJoy Boy. Like, what? So what's up? What's up? Where we at? Go ahead.
So yeah, initial thoughts. I just love how Oda is like just keeps on portraying Blackbeard as like the most realistic version of a pirate.
Yeah,
because like he only goes for the easy opportunities, and he's just gonna steal them. Why
yeah,
put in all the hard work for it when, especially when you got a crew like his?
yeah. That's why I love Blackbeard's character, because it's like, he's like a guy who takes shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, why go looking for all these poneglyphs when I just let them come to me? You know, and he could still try to go after Robin, because he's still gonna need to read the poneglyphs. So unless he has some ability, like we know that his Oda said he will be a archaeologist, I think, if he wasn't a pirate, something along that line. So maybe he knows how to read poneglyphs, but that's
But yeah, that's also why I like the pudding kidnapping, so we don't have to go through a Robin thing again.
yeah, the pudding kidnapping also. What
Yeah,
about you?
it's gonna be very interesting to see how Law stacks up against Blackbeard, because it's pretty much just gonna be him
Oh,
versus
bro,
everyone.
for real, for real.
Because
He ain't got no
it,
fighters in his
I don't know.
crew.
Wait, has it been a full month in story since the end of the raid?
It's been like 2 weeks,
I don't think so.
something like that.
I haven't seen a full moon.
It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since the Amazon Lily ordeal, at least.
But I think Amazon
There,
Lily
there
happened
was
during Wano, right?
yeah. There was a 1 week of break time on Wano
Yeah,
before they
and
left,
that, yeah.
and then there was what, like 1 or 2 days after that before they actually left,
hmm
because they had the party and all that.
It's like between the 2 to 3 weeks.
And then it was another 2 weeks from where we are now.
Yeah.
So we could be getting Sulong Beppo finally.
I mean, that's if we hit a full moon, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to figure out, because the last full moon we saw in series was at the race.
yeah. But
So
yeah,
at least
All
man,
I'm saying is that
it's looking
I'm
like
wondering if it was not Law's plan since the beginning, because he chose to he chose to go there. I've been saying that Law has something with Drake. There's a weird relationship between both of them, and Drake left, and the last the CP0 the anti-admiral, I forgot his name. He said he got upset. He said, "What happened to Drake, ex-Drake? Why haven't we heard since the end of Wano? He was supposed to come back, and we didn't get anything. But we know that Law and ex-Drake were together before he left. So I would wonder, if it's not like a scheme from both of them. I don't know.
yeah.
I think Law chose that thing, and he was saying Blackbeard that he was waiting, and we know that there's Kobe and Aokiji with him. So if one of them is
I
like
mean,
leaking crazy.
that's not. I feel as though that's not the best person to have to run into for Law. Because
Obviously, yeah.
Law. I mean, look, we gotta be realistic about the situation that we in right now. We talking about Blackbeard, man, a guy who he fight dirty. He got a strong crew, and he willing to fight dirty with him. You know what I'm saying? He willing to fight dirty. He willing to jump up. You know what I'm saying? He willing to jump somebody. And one thing we know is Law, he doesn't have a crew that's really known for fighting. You know what I mean? Like, could Beppo fight? Probably. But he doesn't. He's not he's not out here gaining all this experience and stuff like Zoro and Sanji are on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Then who else is on Law crew that's fight? We got it's that big dude that used to be a slave.
Jean Bart.
Yeah, but
Yeah, man, the guy got captured about it was a slave.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think he's that powerful.
yeah,
Like, he's strong, but I don't think he's
I'm
strong for an
I'm
admiral
not, but
for Yonko.
he hasn't been out here getting them reps in though, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's important. You gotta get them reps in. Zoro, Sanji getting reps in. Even Nami out here getting reps. Nami, Robin, Chopper out there boxing Queen and stuff. I'm just saying, we don't see Law's crew getting reps. The whole time, the whole Onigashima raid, they were in the submarine chilling. while everybody else putting the dirty work. So it's like we Dressrosa, they wasn't doing nothing. I don't remember them doing nothing. Come on now,
they were at Zoe. They were at Zoe. That's why.
Law crew they not built, man. They not built for this whole thing, man. I'm just saying.
Like I'm saying.
To take on Blackbeard, like take on Blackbeard's crew, Law's crew, I don't think so. Desness says Dr. Slump makes no sense for me. I love the series, and Dr. Slump, aka Norimaki, is not really a genius, mostly failures or random inventions, and the strongest force of Dr. Slump is Ariel, and we miss that. And I say it now, stronger is stronger because he isn't a horse eating a Pegasus fruit. He is a human eating that fruit and hiding in his animal form. I don't know about that. Because when we see stronger...
he wasn't a Pegasus 3 times skipped. He didn't have any wings, and he was still a horse.
Yeah. I don't know about that. And they said it makes no sense. ETO give a horse with wings fruit.
Actually, we'll continue, but remind me this. I talked about this with Angel the other day. I have a good take about this. I actually have I will explain why. I think there's a logic behind this.
Let me finish the comments.
Yeah.
He said, I say stronger could be rocks because they have the same hair, and I mean he is extremely Pegasus. Stronger rocks though. I don't know if I like that one. I'm sorry, Desmond. I don't know if I rock with that one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that there, Desmond. But hey, look, it could be though. You know, it could be. You know, but I think stronger is a horse. You know, I mean, could he have been hiding his Pegasus form? It could be. You know, in that case, then yeah, it's very likely. But when we seen Stronger earlier in the series, he just seemed like a normal horse with no devil fruit. And I think there was plenty of times Blackbeard could have used Stronger to get around. You know what I mean? But
yes, especially if he was going after Luffy.
Exactly.
Going to knock that string.
Yeah, so if you got a Pegasus and you after Luffy, I would have probably used Stronger right there and then. I'm just saying. But who knows? You know, I don't want to dismiss that theory because, hey, you know, we don't really know enough about Blackbeard to say that it's a bad theory, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not likely. It's not a probable thing. But, all right, so, I kind of want to talk about, like, we got some devil fruits, right? Some devil fruits on some Blackbeard pirates. We know that Doc Q has the sick fruit.
I'm going crazy with that fruit.
In the official, he had the feminization disease, which I guess turns people into women. So I guess it wouldn't work on women. But in the scans, I think it was the I forgot what it was in the scans. It was a different fruit though. Y'all remember?
I think it was disease or something. I'm not sure.
I think it was called My Lady Transformation Plague. So yeah, I guess both of them, it does make sense. Both of them turn you into a woman, I guess. You know, I thought it was maybe a gender swap disease. But hold on, I didn't even ask Angel about I forgot what we was talking about. And I didn't ask you about Blackbeard, I guess. Blackbeard and the law. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I expect defeat from Law. I mean, what else is there to expect?
Law not being defeated?
Come on, guys. This is law. This is law.
Good luck for him.
Law escaping, I
dude.
guess.
This is law. I mean, he takes an L every arc. Come on, guys.
But I mean, I don't think
True.
that automatically say he's gonna get defeated. Defeated as in captured or just defeated?
Punk Hazard, he took an L.
Yeah,
He beat Virgo.
Beating Virgo, he took an L.
he lost to Virgo.
He,
Then he
What?
he
He
literally ends up
didn't.
beating Virgo. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he ended up beating him, but he still lost the first time.
Yeah,
But he won
Luffy
in the
lost
end.
3 times against Kaido, but he won at the end. You know. That's
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
important.
Did Luffy
So
take
that
the L
doesn't
in
change-
Wano?
So what? Just winning does not change the fact that you lost.
Luffy takes
So
L,
what?
bro.
Stop it.
Bro, winning at the end does not change the fact that you lost.
Luffy takes
It doesn't
L's.
change the fact that you won.
Luffy takes L's in like every arc though. It's like he always takes
Yeah, but
at
that's
least
the main
one L.
character.
I get it, but if Luffy, but if Law takes L's every arc, Luffy takes them as well though. So Luffy would just be as much of an L taker as Law.
Yeah,
So
you
newbies,
could be
all of them.
you could be losing the game all game, and then have a last second play and get the win. It's not going to show up as an L.
Yes, but that does not change
It's
the
literally
fact
a
that you
win.
lost. Yeah, but
It
does not
doesn't
cha-
change-
Yeah, you got the win.
It
but that
doesn't change the fact that you won.
Yeah, I know, but that
Okay.
doesn't change the fact that you lost before you won.
Okay.
Yep. Also, taking it this level, Law, Luffy, all of them, they're newcomers. They're fighting against experienced people. It's not a big stretch. Like if they would have won on the first go, then we would have said plot armor. We get upset on certain stuff because it doesn't make sense. It actually makes sense. You know, they take losing parts, but at the end they win. That's you don't care. You know, like you don't care if you fell 5 times. If you got out the 6th time and you won the 6th time, you won. It's the end of
Yeah,
the game.
you won,
know?
but you still lost.
Angel, at
It's
the
like
end,
it's like this.
bro, but
It's like you play.
Everybody
it's like you
loses,
play 10
though.
games. It's like you play 10 games and you win 1. That doesn't change the fact you lost 9.
but
it's not 10
just-
games. It's 1.
It depends if it, and plus it's winning the game that matters at the end of the day.
I know.
Like-
They won. I
like,
know they won.
If you look at
But I'm
sports,
just saying that he took.
like
I didn't
Angel,
say he lost. I just said he took an L.
but
Like,
Yeah,
that-
okay,
like-
so you can
but
say it
what-
literally about every character in the story.
yeah, like
on the
that's
Straw
what we're
Hat.
saying though. Like
But like, yeah,
taking
so
the L is
it's
just
a
taking
moot
the
point.
L,
It's a moot
okay?
point.
Yeah, but he took an L.
Yeah, Angel, just hold this L, okay?
Yeah,
And then we can
just-
move on.
Because
Okay, let's
when
move
you
on.
look at sports, every team takes L's. Even the champion at the end of the season took some L's during the season. They took L's during the playoffs. They took L's during the finals games. You know, but they're still the champions. So when it comes to Law, yeah, he took L's, but Luffy took L's, Zoro took L's, Sanji took L's, if I remember. But everybody take L's. I mean,
Yeah, Law's gonna take this one.
okay. I mean, whatever. That's what you think. He could escape. You
Good
know?
luck for him.
Where?
Don't know how
Where
you're
is
gonna-
he, right? Are they on the island?
The man has a devil fruit.
Oh yeah,
that
they're on
can-
them.
He has a devil
Yeah.
fruit that can manipulate time and space. So
Yeah, well, there's one guy there that can be a.
That can do the same exact thing, but further.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So running
Basically,
away is
he
the
that is kind of
has to
true.
take him out first. He has to take that guy first out, then he can run away.
That is semi true. Like but it depends on how I guess strong his warp is, like his ability to, like, can he teleport the whole ship to Law's location, or is he like restricted to 1 to 2 people?
Yes, we don't know
You
the
know what I'm
radius.
saying?
We don't know the radius.
Because yeah, sure, if Law tries to get away with his ship, he can follow, but could he take Blackbeard and everybody along with him as he follows? You know, I'm sure he probably can though. You know, if you know, but I'm just saying we don't know the extent of his devil fruit ability when it comes to teleporting. You know,
Yeah, I agree.
so that could be what helps Law escape. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that would be. I mean, whatever. I mean, if he tries to run away after the words he said at the end of the chapter, that would be pretty weird. But
I mean,
I wouldn't blame him.
If his crew is in danger and he sees that there's no way of winning, I could see Law belling the situation. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm saying I wouldn't blame him for running away. But
Yeah.
he made a bet.
He did, but things change. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like how many times have you like went in playing like a game and you was talking all this mess in the beginning and then you get your butt whooped and then you quit.
Yeah, that's not Angel. Angel doesn't
Well,
quit. He never takes L's. Angel, he only takes W's and he never takes breaks.
Yeah, like
I'm just saying. I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter.
like his El Dorado.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. This fight has
Yeah,
huge
to me-
ramifications on the
No,
story.
no. I mean, like to me, like this fight, like no matter what result it has, it doesn't matter to
Angel,
me. But yeah,
Angel's from El Dorado.
I'm not from El Dorado. I've just visited it.
He visited El Dorado because he takes them L's. But all right, so we seen Law as a woman. That was a interesting panel, But we learned that it was Doc Q's sick fruit ability, which I'm assuming he could probably take like create diseases. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He probably create diseases.
Mhm.
I think a pretty interesting fight, a pretty interesting matchup with him would be like him versus Ivankov. I think. You know what I'm saying? See how like the hormones versus diseases. But I think of course the fight that we're going to get when it comes to Doc Q is Chopper. You know what I mean? I think that's the obvious fight. I think that's the obvious one.
The one fight we're waiting for. So he's literally his biggest challenge.
Yeah.
His dream is basically that's the biggest obstacle for his dream to cure everything.
Yeah, because then Chopper's gonna
Chopper's gonna.
Go ahead.
Oh, hold on. I got something like I know I was talking like in the chat on the stream like if it was possible if Doc Q always had the fruit, because like when he appeared in Mocktown like he was sick. But now I'm thinking, what if Chopper just cures his disease, and then he just stops fighting, and abandons Blackbeard?
Like Doc Q stops fighting?
Yeah.
Because he cures all the diseases?
No, I'm like, if like how Doc Q showed up in Mocktown, like he was actually sick, it wasn't because of the fruit that he ate, like him getting the properties of the fruit, kind of like Magellan. Like, if that isn't the case, like I could definitely see Oda doing something with Chopper, like curing his actual disease.
Oh, like you saying
And
Doc
then-
Q has a disease?
Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it
yes.
now. Okay.
And
And
then Chopper
because like
saves him?
also like one of the things with pirates has been said through the story is that they betray you. Pirates betray pirates.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it would be like out of left field to think it could happen.
So Chopper pretty much saves Doc Q from a disease that he has that he can't cure. And
right.
in the sense Doc Q betrays Blackbeard out of like out of appreciation, I guess, for what Chopper did.
Or out of appreciation, or just like feeling that he no longer needs to be with Blackbeard.
I mean, it could be the case. That could be the case. Desmond says, "Who said they hadn't had the? Who said they hadn't the fruit already?" I got that feeling they had it before, except Jesus Burgess. I mean, I don't know. I don't think nobody said they didn't have it. It just never said. It's never been said that they did have it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also kind of implied from the law that they're getting these more recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also that. Poor Timeskip, they're spacing down.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Doc Q is one of the only one that I would
Wait,
say
go back.
he could have. What?
You need to
What?
go back and look at Mocktown when they fall off the raft.
Yeah. Finish Cube and then go ahead, Joy Boy.
I was gonna say Doc Q, like Joy Boy said. I think he's the only one we can be sure from the one we just seen, because we know that Lafitte has some weird devil fruit power that gives him wings, like angel wings. From the pre-times we've already seen it, but other than that, we haven't seen anything from Burgess and from as well Stronger and from what's his name again?
What if Stronger? What if Stronger ate? What if Stronger ate Lafitte? I said, what if Stronger ate Lafitte? Lafitte was the one with Pegasus and Stronger.
Damn, it's true.
Nah, I was just bullshitting. But go ahead, finish your thought.
Yeah. No, that was what I was going to say. It's like, it's true. Doc Q is the only one where actually I think he could have had it pre-time skip. Because it kind of reminds me of Treball. Remember his Beta no Mi? He is snot, and one of his fingers he was sticky on everybody, and Doflamingo used to get upset. So that, that pattern of being sick, maybe that's also Stronger is sick, because maybe he's all the time with him, and he got his disease.
Yeah, I don't think Van Auger had it pre-time skip. I think Doc Q could potentially have had it, right? But I don't think Van Auger had it, because why not send him to Mary Joa?
Yeah, they would have.
Because he could teleport, right? Like, why not send your guy who could teleport to Mary Joa?
He could have caught Luffy. They could have captured him in Jaya.
Yeah, or they could have caught up to him, right? Like, he tries to escape. He could have just teleport to him. You're not escaping, bro. Teleport to the ship with Blackbeard, you know what I'm saying? But what was you saying about when they fell off the raft?
I'm almost there. I was gonna see like when they went up on the knock upstream, if we see any of the Blackbeard crew members in the water.
Yeah.
I think all of them. They all fall in the water. If I remember correctly, because their entire ship was like destroyed because they were right in the middle of the knock upstream.
No, we just see them on a log.
So
I'm sure they would have had to fall in the water.
Let's
yeah, they all are wet.
Let's address the elephant in the room and say, where are we putting law and waifus? Like, where we
pretty high up there.
No, I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. But that was a funny moment, though. All right, so Van Auger. So we see Doc Q. He has a sick fruit. We don't know if he had that before, or if he just got it. It would be kind of weird. Like, I can see Doc Q with it before as well. It'd be kind of coincidental that he gets the sick fruit much later in the series, which fits his personality to a T, at least his pre-time skip personality. So it would make more sense if he already had it, right? Then we learn that Burgess has the warp fruit, which is scary right there.
No.
Or
That's
Van Auger. Van Auger.
Yeah.
Van Auger has the warp fruit, which
I want that fruit.
I think, bro.
Imagine fighting a sniper like that, huh?
That's why I was going. That's why I was going to add, man. I was going to add him in Usopp. That's going to be tough for Usopp. Sniper versus. But Usopp does have a very unique observation hockey ability. Like, he can sense people's location pretty much. So I think that's going to help him a lot. And maybe if like
the Joy Boy had that.
Say what?
I said I thought everyone. I thought all the other three Straw Hats had that.
It's
What?
never. It was never really explained. They had like their observation hockey works the same as Usopp's though.
Yeah, Usopp's at a different level. If you see, if you saw what he did with Sugar, he seems to be more precise, compared to Luffy at least.
He was able to sense Sugar from like a long distance. Like we never seen
Yeah.
Luffy use Luffy or Sanji or Usopp. I mean Sanji kind of because Sanji seemed like he had like observation hockey tuned to like women. You know what I'm saying? Like he could sense when a woman's in danger or something. But usually like Luffy's always kind of worked as if it was like he had like slight future hockey. Like he could
I mean,
perceive
didn't
an
they
attack
sense
coming to
that
him.
guy? What's his name? The one guy, that one
Angel,
dude.
Angel, I was
Nyman?
talking. Angel, I was talking.
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. I didn't hear you.
but Luffy could have like a slight future sight. Like before he actually had like the Katakuri level, it was always like, oh, a attack is coming, so let me avoid it. You know, but it was never like I could sense people from a large distance.
I thought he did that with that guy in Fisherman Island, where he's like
Yeah,
I
but it
sense
was like
a monster,
it was
and then he's like,
Usopp
and then
wa-
everyone was like, yeah,
Usopp
I sense a
was
monster.
far away. He was two buildings at least away from Sugar. He was very far away. That position of it to tailor at that level, it's at a different level. Like he has observation hockey, but for marksman, like it's persistent. Luffy is different. Luffy is when
Yeah,
he
like
fights
they,
like
they
that.
can they can sense people, but like Usopp can see them like through walls.
Yeah,
He literally has wall hacks. Like it's like they can have a sense like because they can sense hockey, but like to actually see a person's like
I just
like
have to
see a
hear
person through a wall, and it would make sense for Usopp's
Yeah,
observation hockey to be at a higher sense because that's literally what he's been doing.
yeah,
And
Like his
if you look
combat
back at
is literally training observation hockey for that way.
hmm and if you could even think that scene, it's also very similar to when Fujitora explains how he uses his observation, how he could see all the different rocks, the minerals around him. Usopp was able to like really pinpoint the different people to the point where he could see the difference between Law, Sugar, and Luffy.
yeah. I think Usopp and Fujitaro's are more similar than like him and
Yeah.
Luffy. I think by the end of the series, Luffy might or Usopp might end up having top tier observation hockey. Like, I think he might like as far in the observation hockey department. I think he might have the best in the Straw Hats in the series. You know, especially because he's gonna have to deal with a dude who could teleport as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's also a sniper. So he's gonna have to out snipe a teleporting sniper. You know what I mean? So that's gonna take maybe a little future sight as well. It's going to take a little future sight as well, and it's going to take his ability to sense Van Auger's position.
He gotta get a gun. He can't keep these freaking whatever they call it. He can't keep those. He need to get a gun, bro. It's getting too crazy out here, man.
That's why I was thinking if that's what he got in Vegapunk, like in this arc, get some guns, some. But I don't know, man. Usopp's his signature is a slingshot, which kind of plays into like his greatness though. If he could be like out snipe a dude with a rifle with a slingshot. I mean,
Yeah, it's almost David Goliath.
bro.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
For Elbaf. However,
I don't know.
I
mean, he need a gun.
You don't need one. It'd probably be easier, but he don't need one.
Well,
He's managed this far with what he had, and you know he's probably just as good as he's just as good compared to anybody who has a gun. You know what I'm saying? Does
Actually, if you
this?
think about it, it's actually better to have a slingshot than a gun because it actually also keeps your muscles, because it's like a bow and arrow, you have to pull. A gun is quite easy, you just shoot and you have the recoil. That's all. Well, he has to
Not
pull
not
every time.
not to mention his ammunition. Like
Yeah.
in it, that I think it would probably be like a plant upgrade, like special
Hmm.
plants that are being grown on the island that he gets
Yeah.
for ammo
Uh,
for
Cool.
more ammo.
Or maybe Vegapunk integrates something in his Kabuto. I think that'd be
Yeah, it
something
could be that too. Yeah, it's
something to
probably
just
be both.
yeah, or it'd just be something to beef up the ammunition he already got. Like it'd be like it. Something to give it more momentum. Each time he shoots, so he moving a lot quicker. Uh,
He makes Kabuto eat the gun devil fruit.
the gun. That would be dope though. Like his thing just turns to a huge ass gun, kind of like Trigun. It just how his gun turns to like uh this big old blaster, where it's like a rail gun almost. Doesn't say you all need to
Yo,
watch. Hold on. Doesn't say you all need to watch Film Red first to speculate further here. I think we need to watch it, but
um,
what, Angel?
this is off topic, but never mind. I'm not gonna mention
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's about One Piece, but I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah,
Angel,
don't bring anything about One Piece up in a One Piece stream. What are you thinking?
yeah, man. How dare you? How dare you?
I mean, it was gonna
Bring it
be
up. Bring
never.
it up, Angel. God dang.
I was gonna mention the gun from Alabasta with the dog gun, or the gun that turned into a dog.
Yeah.
Hmm?
It'd be dope
Yeah,
if Usopp, if he could get if I think this would be dope, because then we learn something. We learn something about because I think if anybody could really bring this back to the story and do this, it would be Vegapunk. If we actually see a object, right, like Usopp's slingshot or his Kabuto, actually consume a devil fruit. I think I think that'd be dope, because we know that it's possible, but we don't know how it's possible, and especially during the arc where we're gonna get a lot of secrets revealed to us, like a lot of secrets about devil fruits, a lot of secrets about possibly hockey, possibly, I don't know, maybe black blades. I kind of think that should be saved for like a Zoro should learn that without Vegapunk's help, but it's possible, right? So what if Usopp's Kabuto consumes a devil fruit that gives it like that could be like Usopp's upgrade, bruh.
I wouldn't be surprised if Usopp did something like that.
Yeah,
possible.
I would say Nami's climb attack, but she already got Zeus, so I don't think that really is necessary. That'd be redundant at that point. But
Yeah, I know. I think she'd get knowledge about how Vegapunk's like controlling the climate on the island.
true. Good point. So we talked about Doc Q. He has a six fruit. We talk about Van Auger. He has the warp fruit. Now we got Jesus Burgess, right? He finally succeeded at getting a devil fruit, the strong fruit, right? And I think one of you guys, I don't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned about how it could possibly be Aruja's devil fruit.
Yes, it was me.
It was Cube. Do you want to expand on
And
that theory?
So basically, the idea of it, why is that? Well, first of all, it's true that the difference between Yoru's Devil Fruit is like he converts like connect like the damage he takes to increase in his strength. So the thing with Burgess, where I do feel like we haven't seen before he took the mountain, if like maybe he like got a hit by Blackbeard's Agronomy that he took the buff. But the thing that really pushes it to me is the way that his veins, when he uses power, look very similar to how Yurush used his powers. That's why so it could maybe similar powers, but completely different, you know. But that's why I felt for it. It's like the vein thing, how he basically pumped up and all those veins came on, and it's exactly like Yurush. But
Well,
there's still difference.
I think the vein thing is just like it's just something that happens when you're doing something when it comes to lifting and stuff, you know. Like if you lift, you know, your body tenses and veins pop. So the fact that he has a ability that requires strength, I could see, you know, the vein thing just being part of the thing, you know. Not necessarily
Yeah,
being
that's what.
a clue that he has the same devil fruit. But I do find that that theory interesting, right? About if they took Aruja's devil fruit, because it would be kind of sad that Aruj got like off screen killed, you
Exactly.
know. So
Especially with not doing anything.
yeah, and that's I guess that would be my problem with that theory. It's just not getting anything from Aruj and him just being off screen killed. Like that's the one reason why I don't like that theory. And it's not that it's not that I don't like the theory. It's just I don't like it. I don't like that aspect. Like if we get some flashback, or if we got like a scene where it was like Burgess came to Aruj, then that would, you know, that'd be different. But like the question is, does Aruj play a bigger part in the story moving forward, right? So if he doesn't, maybe that was his whole purpose to be like eventual the guy that the supernova to get off screen and give his devil fruit to somebody like Burgess. Somebody about to say something?
Nope. I mean, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say something. I was the one. Calm down. I'll just say because Yurush is, I think, one of the three possible candidates that people brought up with the man marked by flames.
Aruj?
Because they said his tattoo has like flaming like patterns on the way it's drawn, and tattoo is literally means being marked by.
Yeah, I know what
That
you're
was
talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, that was so that's why also it's like, sorry, Angel, you can go now.
I don't think that.
Nah, it's all right. I was just kind of shocked from something.
Mind sharing with the class.
He saw Joy Boy's real face.
Law, bro, Law was set up.
What? No, I'm telling you, he wanted to go there. I'm sure he knew Blackbeard would be there. I'm telling you.
I know, but I'm saying like whoever went there, bro, they were set up, bro. They were set up for failure. Cause like we see like Blackbeard's ship is in the sea, right? And then we see Law's ship sinking, blah blah blah. And then as he surfaces, we see Burgess is already on the island that they were headed towards.
He got
Yeah.
teleported there.
Oh, he got teleported there?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was on the boat, and then he sent it to the island.
And we don't know if he was there before him, but because they was on the island, and like because Van Auger he says Burgess we're moving to he said Burgess we're moving to the mainland, okay, and then Burgess says okay, and then they vanish, and literally the next picture Law and his crew was on the island, and they say someone's further up ahead, meaning Burgess was there. So Law's crew might have already been on the island, but Burgess got teleported there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that dialogue. Ooh.
And then we also
Van
see
Auger got like.
Then we also see Burgess' face. It's like it looked like part mechanical, Like, you know, I
Damn,
think,
Sabo did him dirty.
I think that was that Sabo fight.
Yeah,
The Dragon
Sabo
Claw.
crushed his face. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Sabo's a crazy man.
Go ahead, the Joe
Did
boy.
yeah, I did have something to say like on the Rouge fruit thing. I know Keith, you said he might have been a hit with the Gura, but like I don't see any like damage on him when they get teleported, and then at that point I don't think there would have been any way for him to take enough damage to lift up a mountain.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna say that
So,
was my
yeah.
initial reaction when I read the chapter like the same day. So
Right.
now also I've reduced on this. It's like it was on Friday when I read the chapter that I came up with. So between the days it calmed down. So yeah, but I do agree.
Maybe they got a room like if you guys ever seen X-Men was it Origins? I think it was Origins. I don't
Wolverine, Wolverine origin.
Nah, not Wolverine. It was like the one that was like in the past, you know. And this was when the X-Men got together. This was when they got
first
together.
class.
First class, yeah.
First class.
So the enemy Sebastian Shaw, his ability is kind of like a Rouge, where he takes damage and gets stronger.
Kinetic.
And so he has like this room where I guess like a bunch of radiation just hitting him, and he just pretty much getting stronger just being in that room. So what if they had like a room for Burgess where he just stands there and take a beating from something? I don't know. I don't think they have radiation or anything, but like something radiating that type of energy in the tuck. But you know, I don't know, just a bunch of guys just beating him with sticks or something. I don't know. So he can just, you know, he's always ready to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I guess I understand now.
Yeah, it's just like the only problem I have with that is that there's no physical like damage being shown.
But I don't think
so.
I think
Blackbeard has a poneglyph.
Hold on, I think Aroge when he got when he was taking damage, I don't think did he have damage shown on him?
I mean, he literally got hit by a Kizaru laser.
Well, this was I think before Kizaru showed up though. I think this was when he was fighting X Drake. And X Drake was they were fighting, and I think he was taking damage, and I don't think he
but I mean, you can still see him taking the damage because it's actually being shown to you. Yeah. It's just like if Oda would hide it that way, it would make it would seem more like a plot hole or forgetting if the damage wasn't shown.
Well, I'm saying because like that ability, I don't think, cause I think like Sebastian Shaw, because he got like a similar ability. He takes damage and you don't see like the damage is never shown on him.
Well, it's also done in a different way where it's more internal, right? If it's radiation.
Well, I think even if he gets punched, I don't think you can see any damage on him. Yeah, because I'm like looking at.
That's what I'm saying. You still see him get punched.
I'm saying, but I don't think damage is shown. But then again, Arouge did have. Arouge was heavily damaged. By taking the hit. I'm saying lasting damage. I'm talking about lasting damage.
I'm not saying lasting damage, but if it was off screen, if Burgess was beat up enough off screen to be able to lift a mountain, there would have to be some. There would have to be.
Not necessarily. That's what I'm talking about. Like damage isn't shown with like those type of abilities. Like abilities
but
where
yeah, you can see.
I mean, in Metal Bat with Metal Bat, you do.
I'm looking at
with
the
Rouge, you do.
You can tell he's been damaged. You can tell he's been hurt. Your Rouge.
What?
When he's fighting the Pacifista, you can tell.
Well, no, I'm saying I was about to. I was about to say that Arouge could definitely take damage though. I'm just saying, like,
but it's also being shown. That's what I'm saying.
And you can tell that he's been hit.
Yeah, and then that's why I have the problem with it if that's the fruit that Burgess has.
Yeah, like he has a bruise on his forehead, a bruise on his
So,
chest.
let me ask you something. So Aruj, he takes damage and then he gets bigger. Is how Dofu
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, he gets bigger and stronger.
So he
Yes.
he has to take the damage first before he gets bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Because
From what we've been shown, yes.
there are panels.
Yeah, from what we've seen.
Because there are panels with him in his bigger form with 0 damage on him.
What?
I'm saying.
No, because before that, what happened is that he gets hit, he absorbs damage. That's what happened with Pacifista and with Drake X, I think. He absorbed the damage, his muscle pumped up, and then when he released it,
Yeah, I know how it works,
Pacifista.
Cube.
I think it's like his power plus the power that he absorbed.
I know how it works. I'm saying, like, he's been shown to be in his bigger form, right? With 0 visible
Like with
damage. With 0 visible
Like with
damage
the-
on him.
with the humpback. Like, can you show
Hold
me?
on,
like,
Angel.
the panel?
Hold on. I will. Let me finish what I'm saying, Angel. So he has he's taking physical damage, right? Or he at least is in his bigger form. You know, his form after with no noticeable damage. Right? So there is at least some level of damage he can take and absorb and reuse where it's not going to be shown. Like the actual injuries or anything. Hold on.
Maybe. I would have to see this.
I'm trying to copy it, but it's like small. Ah, damn, I can't copy that. I don't know, just Google it. Just Google
What
Aruj
chapter?
Dofer. Well, I'm not looking at chapters. I'm just looking at pictures of Aruj taking, you know, like from the anime. I mean, it's from the anime though.
You were...
I mean,
I'm trying to like download it, but like on my computer, but it's like my computer is giving me a, you know how you get like JPEGs and stuff. It's not giving me like a JPEG or anything. It's giving me like the web file or whatever.
Yeah, I see what you mean. You're getting the bad format, so then it's hard to open it.
I mean, I guess. Hold on, is that a real one? It's like I can't really open these pictures. All right, let me just go to. I mean, okay, I'm looking at a picture, a closer picture. He does take a little blood to the head, but like his body. I mean, I don't know where the attacks were on him, but let me see if I can save it. Damn, I can't save it without it being the web file. Maybe that work. Nope, that don't work either. Whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah. Who would have thought that my inquiry would have launched
Is this what you're talking about?
such a... I received something. Wait, guys, I'm gonna check.
You sent it in the group?
In the stream chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I noticed he did take some damage to the head. That's what I was
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
I
So
did
yeah,
point
every
that
time
out,
he's
though.
gone into that form, he's had
man.
damage shown.
Angel showed a better picture than you, Joy Boy. You're tripping, man.
Well, I was
What's
just the
wrong?
first one to pop up.
No, I'm just.
No, that-
Like also the no background on it.
That was the pick I was talking about, though. That was definitely the pick. I seen it more zoomed out though, so you couldn't really see his face. And I thought the damage he took was more on his body than his face. Like when he fought the
I mean,
pacifista.
in the anime, you can see like in the body, like the bruises on his body. I mean, in the scene that I'm looking at where he's fighting the pacifista, you can see the damage on his body.
So yeah, that's pretty much why I don't think Burgess has his root.
Did we ever get a name for Burgess fruit?
Yeah, buff.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Well, for Burgess, but
For
we
no, I
don't
mean
have one for Rouge.
I mean the
No.
Rouge.
Rouge is unnamed. It's still unnamed. I checked when I was talking about it
Oh,
on Friday. I checked. It's unnamed. I think the only unnamed supernova Delphi fruit that we still don't have is I think Apple we got his name now, but I think it's only Bonnie and Rouge with the two last ones we've seen the least.
Yeah.
All the others we know. No.
So yeah, I don't. Maybe it's not Burgess's fruit,
Mm-hmm.
and it like we don't know how much damage though. You know what I'm saying? How much damage needs to be done for what I'm saying?
Another thing is like
Another
Because if
another
like, let's
argument
say,
you could use is the clothes he's wearing. I mean, he's still wearing his top shirt. When your Rouge is starting to grow big, he takes off his clothes, his shirt. He takes off his shirt.
He takes it off, or
So,
it
like
rips.
He takes it off.
I don't know how that makes a difference.
So he's just hanging. So I mean, maybe he takes it off so it doesn't rip off.
Magic Rouge, right?
I mean, Luffy's clothes expand with him.
Well, that's because he's a Zoan.
So does Rob Lucci's.
Zoans.
What about Logia's?
Well, I mean, Katakuri, he could turn into Moshi, and his clothes are still intact afterwards. You know, like.
I mean, I have nothing to say. I mean, he's the one who does it. So
I don't think it's exclusive to zones, the Joy Boy. I think you're.
Yeah.
But the examples you were bringing up, it has been explained that what happens with their clothes go with them.
I get that, but Logia's their clothes go with them as well. And Katakuri is also a Permisia. His clothes go with him as well.
I think it's just a character thing. Like he likes to flex. I don't know. He's very muscly. I don't know.
Yeah, he likes to flex. That's all.
Like,
but I was gonna say, like, I wonder how much damage, like, when it comes to Rouge's ability, right? Like could if I was to punch him real light, but like for a whole hour, would that damage build up and eventually he could use that? You know what I'm saying? Or
actually, that's good.
Like if I take some sticks and just beat Burgess for a while, you know, because that could be why he's not. Say what?
I said as long as he can, I think he can take it. If his body can take it, you know. I think if it's a Kaido attack like he did to Luffy and it's over Rouge's level, I think he cannot absorb it. He'll just be crushed. You know, I think he needs to be able to tank it. Even if he gets damaged, he's able to tank it at least.
And plus, Burgess has a shirt on, so if he does have any bruises, they could be hidden under the shirt. Say what? What happened?
Well, I don't know. I thought somebody was talking. I don't know who was.
Yeah, I thought when I
just rewatched the scene and his shirt rips off.
Oh.
He doesn't take it off.
So he was trying to be like the Fist of the North Star.
Does Burgess even change? How much does Burgess's size change?
I don't know, because it's a close-up, so it's hard to tell. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope it's not Burgess's devil fruit. I don't think it is, because I think Burgess has more in store when it comes to the story. So I hope it's not or a Rouge, not Burgess. I hope it's not a Rouge, you know, because it'd be it'll kind of suck if he got off screen killed and like nobody even knows about it. So yeah, I hope it's not. I definitely like to think that it's not Burgess's devil or Rouge's devil fruit. You know. But what else do we got? And where is
Dan, I have to do my take now. I've been waiting for a very long time now. It's about the Pegasus worms. We're stronger.
Oh yeah. Totally forgot about that.
What about it?
Yeah. So I think I know why. I think that you know how they explain, like, especially the lion mink who has a turtle Zoan, Big Mom's crew.
Peckham's.
And he said the same thing to, yeah, I forgot his name.
Peckham's.
Peckham, I think his name was. Yeah,
Peckham's.
He said that to Caribou when he took him out.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We sitting here telling you his name, Q.
I didn't hear you. I only heard Joy Boy. I only heard one voice talking.
We both was telling you.
Then when you screamed, I said. So both of them said different things, but similar stuff in a way that Blackbeard said he felt like the Yami Yami no Mi called to him when he said that to Ace. That's why he had to kill Tatch, because he was about to take a fruit that was his. And Peckham said that just because you have a Logia or a powerful devil fruit doesn't make you powerful. It's not the fruit that's powerful. I think it's the user, and if he's compatible with the devil fruit. And I think with the Pegasus devil fruit, since it's a horse type, I think if you are like the same type, like the same race, you have an easier way to access a certain aspect to the fruit. I think there's something that Blackbeard wants with the Pegasus, maybe. So that would make sense why he want a horse to have it. You know, maybe he could bring it to another level.
Or maybe the horse is really Zebek. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I agree that the horses, because that'd be a sad Zebek to be this Don Blackbeard disrespecting the hell out of Zebek like this.
No, it's not Zebek.
Yeah, no, it's like 100% not Zebek.
Yeah. So yeah,
like oh man.
So yeah, so we got Blackbeard versus Law, right? The winner takes all when it comes to the world poneglyphs. The question is, what poneglyph does Blackbeard have, right? Which poneglyph?
Yeah,
Robin.
that's what I was wondering.
He has none. I think he has none.
Yeah,
the way he's talking.
I don't think he has any.
Then why would Law say that? Why would Law say I was thinking the exact same thing? Winner takes all. And why?
Because there's more than just poneglyphs to be had.
I know, but like Blackbeard says, I want your poneglyphs.
Yeah, because he wants to take his copy. He wants to take everything from him. And as I said, winner takes all. Yes. The winner keeps it. Because he wants to steal it from him. He doesn't want a copy of it. He wants to steal his copy.
Yeah, but why would Law say he was thinking the same thing?
He probably
He has no other choice. He has no other choice.
Well, yeah, Law probably assumes he has a copy, but that doesn't mean he does. You know what I'm saying? Law just probably assumed he would have it because he's a Yonko, right? Like, you would think that. And so Law's probably just assuming that. That's why Law would say that. That's what we're saying. Law's probably just assuming.
The only one he could have would be the one from Fishman Island.
Yeah. I think Blackbeard does possibly have at least one.
That was one of the islands that I would have mentioned that it could be on.
Because I think Blackbeard, because I think Whitebeard had a poneglyph, right? I think Whitebeard had a poneglyph.
No, he didn't have one. I don't think so.
Wait, Law has three papers, right?
Hold on. Dude.
Yeah.
So, Cube, you said you didn't have one?
No. So what happened is that it was at Fishman Island, and sometime around the time or after, what's her name? Orihime, like the wife of Neptune, passed away, as well as the poneglyph, which was very ironic because it's around the same time that after Luffy ate his devil fruit, which I think is Shanks, but it was always in Fishman Island because Roger went there, and it never moved until Neptune said around 10 to 12 years ago it was taken.
But why did Whitebeard say he didn't have one though? Was it said that Whitebeard didn't have one?
It was never assumed that he had one in the Odin flashback. We never saw that he got into possession of one or stuff like that. But at least it was never said.
That was a 20-year-old
but also
flashback.
they never.
Really
but they also never said that he had one. That's the thing as well.
Yeah.
Well, all we know is that he was protecting Fishman Island for the last few years, but we know that over 10 to 12 years ago, the rune poneglyph was already taken.
But it wasn't said that he didn't have it though.
It was never said if he did or he didn't have it. He had the territory, but we don't know if at that time there was a road poneglyph or he
So
took
it's
it afterwards.
possible that he
the
could have had
territory.
it though. It's still possible he could
Yeah,
have had
maybe.
it. And that's
Yeah,
what it,
no,
that's
maybe
all
possible.
I'm saying. He
Oh, okay,
possibly
okay.
had it. He possibly had
Okay,
it.
I thought you were saying like that somebody
and-
said that it was in his possession. That's why.
And
I
Blackbeard
misunderstood.
and the fact that Blackbeard took over his territory and everything he had, or most of everything he had, maybe not every single thing, but it could be safe to speculate that Blackbeard could potentially have the poneglyph if Whitebeard had it as well.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it could be possible. If it's not Shanxi, Blackbeard would be a good guess.
That's all
One
I'm
of the
saying.
two for me.
That's all I'm saying. But go ahead, Angel. What
Wait,
was
when
you
did
saying?
you?
Huh? When did what?
I was gonna ask, how long was Whitebeard protecting Fishman Island?
10 years. Or
I
8
think a
years or
bit less.
less.
Yeah, I think a bit less because I
8?
think that during the flashback, when Neptune's wife was killed, Shaoshi's mom was killed, I think it wasn't yet territory because they were trying to make a deal with the world government, and I think afterwards
yeah, it was-
that's when Whitebeard came to protect them because they were being harassed.
Yes. So the poneglyph was gone before Whitebeard even got there
No,
to protect it.
wait.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
If the poneglyph,
Yeah.
okay. I thought, okay, did it become Whitebeard's territory sometime during the start of the Great Pirate Age?
No, because he if you look at it when he came to protect them, he was older than the Odin times. He was already white everywhere, like white hair. He lost a bit of his hair already. He was already getting old. He was like maybe like 10 years before the story started, I would say.
Hold on, I gotta do research.
I don't know.
No
Because-
worries.
I don't know, but
I still want to know why he's called Whitebeard. It's very weird.
It's because it's Shirohige. It's just white hair.
Oh, okay.
because it makes
Yeah, it's
it rolls off the tongue better than white mustache.
Yeah.
White mustache wouldn't
That's
sound as catchy, so it's like one of them audibles they had to call. But yeah, man. So we got Blackbeard, Law, probably getting. I don't know if we're gonna get that fight though. No Oda, it might get off screen or something. I don't know if we're getting
Well,
it. I think Oda's just setting it up, and then we'll probably learn what happened much later. But if we get it, I'm gonna be happy.
I think we're gonna get it,
Okay.
or at least a big part of it, because why would he reveal all those devil fruits if we're not gonna get a snippet of those fights? Like he literally showed all the fighters' abilities, which is weird. Why
he wants to. He just wanted to give us that. He probably just wanted to let us know the devil fruits. I don't think that means we're getting it though.
No, I think we won't get Blackbeard, a full fight with Blackbeard. I think we might maybe see the three others fighting with Law and Blackbeard toying with him, not really fighting 100%.
I don't think so. I don't think so, because I think Oda's gonna want to save what the other Blackbeard pirates could really do. Like he gave us a little bit. Like he gave us a little like, hey, they got devil fruits, y'all. But I don't know if he's gonna give us full. I don't know if he's gonna give us the full like what they could really do, because I think Oda wants to save that for when they fight the Straw Hats. That's what I think. That's what I believe. But I don't think we're getting, maybe some Blackbeard, because we at least know what Blackbeard could do. Because I don't think he'll be spoiling anything. He already kind of gave us a good portion of what Blackbeard can do. But unless Blackbeard ends up trying to get Law's devil fruit, oh boy.
Yeah, that's also another thing.
Oh
that's
boy.
also another thing.
Did you guys see I sent them the chat. Did you guys see the matchup for the fight of the Blackbeard versus Law? It's a pretty good matchup.
Oh yeah.
Send the picture in the stream.
Yeah, it's
chat.
just all Law, right?
That's why I think Law will lose if he continues this fight, because he ain't gonna be able to fight these four guys by himself. Come on now.
Drawback is his stamina. It drains him a lot if he uses too much of his power. So having for an opponent like that.
Well,
Hard.
also with like having to constantly use his hockey to break a disease.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I can
I do think we would see Sulong Beppo here.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, we'll have to.
Because Sulong Beppo is going to be a beast.
Okay, guys. Okay, Sulan Beppo isn't gonna make much of a difference.
He could take Virgil.
Even if Beppo goes too long, they're gonna lose if they stay there.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Angel a little bit. I kind of might have to agree. I don't think Sulong Beppo gonna make that big of a difference.
What's this?
Oh man,
He hasn't shown that he could. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't shown
Because
that.
He's good,
also, like, well, no, it has been said that he can.
because he has Electro.
No, I'm saying,
This is revealed
I'm saying it's not shown that it hasn't been shown that he could make a difference. Is what I'm saying. Not like he can use Sulong. I'm sure he could use Sulong. Huh?
I'm sorry, he's more than a pet.
But Oda has like hyped up Sulong Beppo before in SBS.
I don't know, but like, are you
For
gonna
him
say
to
like
show up and
Sulan?
just get clapped?
But like, is Sulan Beppo gonna be like some type of Nine Tails transformation, and this man's able to beat like 3 commanders?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Well,
Well,
okay,
like-
so this because I mean, like, when has Blackbeard taken L's? When he's been overconfident? Because like, what counter would Blackbeard have against a sudden Beppo transformation that just blitz him? Because Blackbeard doesn't have speed.
Has Blackbeard really taken L's
a...
other than Magellan? Because I know Magellan, that was a L, but that's Magellan though. Magellan is like,
I said when he has taken L's.
I mean, but he only took like 1 L that we've seen really though. I mean, he was kind of he was getting tossed around by Sengoku too, so I'll say that.
I mean,
well.
if this battle goes onto this island, I'm sorry, I just don't see Beppo really adding much, unless Beppo like does some quick stuff to get them out of there.
I think
Blackbeard. Well, I mean, Beppo could be enough for Blackbeard to be like, okay, never mind, because I like pretty sure he doesn't even have all of his crew.
Bro, but like, dude, like Blackbeard fought the remains of the Whitebeard pirates. Are you gonna say Beppo is gonna be more scarier than that?
No, I don't see any. I agree with you, Andrew. And like the thing is, Blackbeard's taking L from guys that just was better than him, or just kind of outclassed him in certain ways. It's not like it wasn't just the overconfidence. It was overconfidence against guys who were just stronger than him. You know, I was like Magellan at that point. You know, Magellan was. I still believe Magellan to be a ridiculous threat, especially if you fight him at Impel down. But Magellan, Sengoku, you know, Sengoku's not a bum. I mean, he might not be as strong as he was, but he wasn't a bum during that time. I don't see being like that much of a threat, especially at this point in Blackbeard's career. So I don't think overconfidence is going to hinder him at the end of the day. And Beppo hasn't really shown anything that Sulong is going to.
He's not suspecting Beppo, just like y'all.
Dude,
bro,
I'm just sorry. Bro. Are you gonna Nekomushi? No, wait. Nekomushi, Unorashi. They train all the time. They fight all the time. They had to go Sulong to beat up just Jack, both of them together. Are you telling me that
Paris Barrel
and this? Yeah, it's tough, dude. It's tough. Him by himself, even if he goes Sulong, I don't see him being able to be a that big of a threat. If he goes Sulong, they might be able to run away, but having a real good fight with them, nah, man.
Blackbeard fought. Kaido fought.
Unless they run away,
Kaido fought a bunch of them. Kaido fought a bunch of Sulong warriors that are more warriors than Beppo. And Nekomamushi was in Sulong form, was having trouble with Peril Sparrow, and I would think that Burgess would probably be bigger deal than Peril Sparrow. You know what I'm saying?
You also got to think Blackbeard does take more damage than all of those people, just based on his fruit.
Yeah, but
And
I
Yeah.
there's one
still,
guy
I
that can
still don't see
teleport him away,
Sulong.
or he teleport. Yeah. There's also the warport for them that's also very dangerous.
hmm There's also Van Auger. You know, Law's gonna have to keep his room up to dodge those bullets.
What about the
But
sick?
actually,
What about the
And who's to
sick
say we won't have
ability?
intervention from other people?
What about the
actually, I'm
sick ability? What if he has some sickness that can hinder Sulong Beppo?
The only person I could really see interfering with this would be like let's say the events of whatever that's going on in Choco Village was in the past and not happening right now. I mean I could see maybe the Aokiji intervening, but I don't see why he would. I don't know if he's even there, but
he's a
who knows?
Blackbeard pirate. He's a member of the Blackbeard pirate. Unless if he's planning to reveal his, as we all know, he might be a double agent. Unless he's going to do that now, I don't see him helping Law like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't see a reason for him to law.
The only thing that makes sense is that Big Mom arrives, since it's been 2-3 weeks, and
I
she's
think
alive, and
I
she's
think
pissed off
Law's
at Law and at Blackbeard.
I think Law's taking the L.
Nah.
Yeah, that's
I
for
mean,
sure.
he's either gonna die
I don't think he's
or
gonna
he
die. I
gonna.
think he's gonna take an L though.
Not gonna die. He's not
What do you
gonna
mean?
die. He's gonna take it
I
now.
mean, come on, guys, don't. He can die. This is
It,
Blackbeard.
Well, I'm not saying he
He
the
couldn't.
thing is, well,
I'm not saying he couldn't die. I
if
just
Law
don't think
takes
he
the
will.
L, why would he not die?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Law's chances of dying are are pretty high right now.
Well, I'm not saying he can't die. I'm not saying that that's not on the table. I'm just saying like if Blackbeard wants his devil fruit, then I believe that Law could die. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that Blackbeard, even though that would be a great devil fruit ability for Blackbeard to have, but Blackbeard might already know his third what devil fruit he wants. Unless he
Yeah,
got
he can give
somebody
it to
on his
someone else.
crew, unless he got somebody on his crew who he might want to give Law's devil fruit. I just unless he wants Law's devil fruit, I don't see him killing Law. I think he just wants whatever
Yeah,
Law
no.
has. Cause he even said like, "Hey, bro, run me them poneglyphs." Right? He didn't say I want that devil fruit. He just said, "Run me them poneglyphs." And so if he
Yeah.
gets what he wants, I could see him leaving Law alive and just leaving him defeated. But if he wants the devil fruit too, then yes, I could see Blackbeard taking that devil fruit. It's just a matter of do you believe that he wants the devil fruit? I don't think.
I know.
I
I,
don't think
I
he
mean,
does.
the only reason why I see the chances of him dying really really high is because usually when people do the winner takes all, usually the loser dies. Like the loser
Yeah,
dies, which is
But
but
this
it's
is
One
One
Piece.
Piece, bro.
It's One Piece.
This is One Piece.
Kinemon
yes,
faced
and
off with
this is
Kaido
Blackbeard.
and
Okay,
survived.
but
He faced off
how
with
many
Two
Kaido.
of the major deaths in the series are connected to him.
Angel? How many death fights do we get in One Piece that doesn't equal to anybody dying or you know what I'm saying?
I know a lot, but this is
Kinemon should be dead. Kiku should be dead.
Yes, I know. I'm saying, I know, I agree. I'm just saying, this is Blackbeard,
Yes,
and
and
Okay,
with Blackbeard,
I
and that is Law.
there's a high
And
chance
that is
with
Law. Think of all the elements of Law. Okay, his closeness of Luffy, the way he was in the front row. I don't think so his death will be like that. Secondly, they made a plot about the importance of his awakening of his devil fruit. Are they just gonna kill him and never try to use that as a plot in the future? Like even Doflamingo, they
can
didn't
just
really
give it to
try.
someone else.
Yeah, but the thing is, killing him, the fruit will go somewhere. It is possible, but I'm just saying, there's so many stuff, and the fact that Law was so close to Luffy and allies, stuff like that, I don't
Yeah.
see Oda using it to drive a bigger story, knowing that Law, there's still a big mystery around him. Like, there's so many stuff, like his entire plan, and we've seen with X-Drake and him, their interaction, there is something more to it. It's like, and in One Piece, Oda has showed it, as long as the person has a purpose in the thing and his will is not broken, you survive. All the people
I
we've
know,
seen
man.
who died were willing to die or had lost all hope. That's how they died.
all I'm gonna say is look.
I don't know. I just think that if he loses, I mean, I personally don't see any reason for him to stay alive, or
Listen.
Blackbeard to leave.
All I'm gonna
But
say.
if he leaves, he leaves.
Okay,
You know?
we know that, Angel. But all I'm saying is, I can see Law dying only if Blackbeard wants his devil fruit. That's all I'm saying. I don't see Law dying for just because he gets defeated. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't see Black saying, "Oh, I defeated you, so I'm gonna kill you." I think he's going to kill him if he wants his devil fruit, which I think is very possible. But I also think
No, I'm not saying.
hold on. I don't think that Blackbeard does want his devil fruit, at least not for himself. Cause I think he might already have a specific devil fruit in mind. Like he might be zoned in on Boa's devil fruit. I don't know. But if he does see an opportunity to get a devil fruit that'd be very useful to him, and he wants laws, or he want to give it to one of his crewmate, it's possible he could kill him. Like I think that's the only real circumstance of Law dying now. But I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that. So I think he might just defeat Law and move on. Or a third option is taking Law. And then he have Kobe and Law. He would have two characters that are close to Luffy. You know what I'm saying? So those are the three options. I do see death being on the table, but that's only for devil fruit reasons. If Blackbeard doesn't want it, I don't see Law dying.
I mean,
also,
to me,
immortality surgery. Like,
I mean, I could just see him dying during the battle, but yeah.
I'm telling you this: Sword or not, the person that has been an ally to Law in secret will show up, because I'm just saying, Kobe was kidnapped by Blackbeard, or he went with Blackbeard. We don't know. We know that it's something with Drake X and Law, and we know that Drake and Kobe are close together, being member of Swords, and they were talking before all of it was going down in Wano and with the Shichibukais. I'm just saying, there's something bigger happening. The fact that Law came across him, there's so many links with Blackbeard now, with all three of them.
I'm just saying, Angel, he's not dying just because he loses a fight. That's all I'm saying. I don't. That would be a waste for Law's character.
Table.
Huh?
I'm not throwing it off the table. What do you?
I mean, I'm throwing it off the table. I don't think he's dying just for the sake of losing the. Every time somebody died because of Blackbeard, there was a bigger reason behind their death happening. He didn't kill Ace.
Immortality surgery. Why are we not even mentioning that?
I've been thinking of mentioning that, but I don't know if you would know that.
Oh, but I get that. But I'm just talking. I'm just kind of going off of Angel's argument. Ace died. Hold on, Q. Ace died. Blackbeard didn't kill Ace. He turned in Ace as a bargaining chip, right? It was Akainu who killed Ace. He killed Whitebeard, but he killed Whitebeard because he wanted his devil fruit as well. And plus, it was kind of like, I gotta get you out the way as well. So it was a reason for him
I can think of reasons for why he killed him.
Law. Now, for him just to kill Law just because he loses a fight, I don't think that's going to be the case. Him killing Law is going to be him wanting the devil fruit, maybe giving it to somebody on his crew. Or, yes, LaJoy, but I was going to get to that point. He going to either take Law, kidnap Law, or take his devil fruit for immortality surgery reasons. But I just don't think he's going to kill him because he defeats him.
Well,
I mean, he can kill him because he's a rival.
I think he's going to take the devil fruit. If he's going to kill him, he's taking the devil fruit too. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, but that could be another reason. Is that he's a threat to his goal? So.
But it's going to be. But he's going to want that devil. Go ahead, Joy Boy.
But yeah, I was just saying it wouldn't be Law just dying because of the battle, because it would aid Blackbeard. So, like, it's not off the table. Law dying. I don't think he would, because I think there would be like some kind of intervention where this fight doesn't break all the way out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Joy Boy, I didn't say his
because
death.
I mean
I didn't say his death was off the table though.
Okay. Because I mean, there could definitely be a sword intervention here.
I'm saying
I
Don't
agree.
even see
I'm
Sengoku.
I'm disagreeing
Like
with
that
Or-
would be a good way to kill Sengoku though. Would be coming in to protect Law.
I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
'Cause
man.
that would
No,
bring it
man.
full. It would bring it full circle back with Roshinante.
I'm
Yeah,
disagreeing
you're
with
right. I
Angel's
forgot about that.
logic. That's all. I'm
Plus with
disagreeing
Kobe being there.
I'm disagreeing with Angel's logic. That's what I'm not disagreeing with the
Yeah.
idea.
I mean,
I'm not disagreeing with
I
the
do that
idea
innately.
that Law.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
not
Daily.
I'm not disagreeing with the idea Law will die. I'm disagreeing with just Angel just believing he's just gonna die in some random fashion, and then
Honestly,
that's the
honestly, I
last we
don't know
see of
why, but
Law or his devil fruit. You what?
you know, when I first mentioned Lord dying, you know, I didn't really. Now I don't know. I don't want to be wrong now, so I want him to die. I'm sorry.
He said it, so he has to die.
No, no. You see, when I said it, it was just there like as an idea, like, oh, he can die in this fight. But
Nobody.
then, you know, now that I've been arguing for it,
I don't think.
He has to die.
I
I'm
He
just
not.
has to
he has
die.
to die. Yeah, now
An-
that I've been arguing for it, he has to die. I can't be wrong. No, I'm just saying.
And that's just Angel. He just doubles down.
Angel, you're wrong on
Yeah, no,
like
he's
80% of the things you say.
No, I think I'm right. No, I'm just
And the other 20% you don't say. So it's actually 100% of the time.
what do you mean? I am not 100% of the time.
But before I would like to address something, and it's what Law said about hockey being able to nullify devil fruit, and I'm now wondering. I think we know that hockey is a big role of creating devil fruit or using it. I would even say that it's the first. It's like the main. It's like Powerpuff Girl. It's ingredient X. It's like the thing that gives it life. So maybe that's why it could basically nullify it. And I would even think that maybe that's how a person awakens a devil fruit. You maybe have like the same will, not like Conqueror's hockey, but like the person you are is connected to the will of that devil fruit. Like Blah being a doctor and maybe certain character types that he has, traits, and that's how he awakened it. That's what I was thinking lately. That you don't need to have conquerors to awaken your devil fruit. You just need to be compatible 100% to the will of the devil fruit.
Yeah. All
The fact
right.
that he only
What about
uses hockey,
the white hockey lightning?
yeah, as well. That's weird.
The what?
It's
Was-
white lightning instead of black lightning.
Yeah,
Which is usually
it was
used.
Yeah, I don't.
when it was released. They I think it was on Twitter. It was explained like they added an information that wasn't in the chapter, saying that the colors of Law's hockey was white lightning, not black lightning.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
which
know.
is, we never seen that before.
I know Joy Boy had been talking about it for a while, so, but I don't really know.
He's gonna get a tattoo about it in 2 days.
I also kind of wanted. I remember what I wanted to talk about. Like it was something I kind of wanted to point out. It was when Blackbeard brought up Kaido and Big Mom being taken down. And it just made me think, man. Like we haven't got any update on Kaido and Big Mom.
Still don't know.
Like we don't know
And there's
where. So
probably
could
a
they
reason for that.
have been dead? Could they really be dead? Is the question. I don't think so, but
Yeah, I think more that Oda like holds on to it, the more likely it's that at least one of them is still alive.
I mean, Big Mom
Or
did
both.
have her crew around. Like they, are they still waiting for Big Mom outside of Wano? It's been weeks and they still waiting. Or did they get her like, maybe she got out, she was pushed out from the volcano, her and Kaido, and they ran off with Big Mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, or they took Big Mom and ran off and left Kaido to die, So
I'm wondering if we'll see like the Big Mom pirates come back to Whole Cake in the cover story or not.
Yeah. Because that might answer if Big Mom is with him, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna say something because even though it's not accurate, but I know you haven't seen it yet. Some of the stuff you might find solace in One Piece Red. I don't have the answer itself. I don't want to say there's something that they say that gives a hint maybe. There were people I fear about both of them. So I'm not gonna say what it is. So once you see One Piece Red, maybe that will help you guys to think, you know. They do address something similar to that.
Keep bringing up One Piece
What?
Red, man. Y'all keep bringing up One Piece Red.
Yeah, man, it's not my fault that you guys got fucked in the system. It's not my fault. I would say that the day it came out.
You could just not bring up the topic. Just saying.
It's not a spoiler because it's like a 2-second reference.
Just bringing up the topic. It's like, hey, man.
I'm hyping you up, man.
Hey, man. How about that One Piece Red, man? That One Piece Red. Man, I'm minding my business. We talking about Naruto. One Piece Red, man. You should see it.
No. Obviously, man.
Quiet.
No. If you speak about Naruto, I will gladly talk about One Piece Red. Naruto should not be spoken about.
I don't get why y'all be disrespecting the goats. Like,
no. Naruto is good until the pain arc. After the pain arc,
you be disrespecting Bleach. You be disrespecting Naruto.
No.
I heard some Yu Yu Hakusho disrespect.
Wait, what? Yu Yu Hakusho? Are you kidding me? That is my favorite anime
That's
and manga.
the reason why he hates Bleach.
No, there's huge similarities, and also I will always I will always defend Bleach over Naruto after the pain arc, because after the pain arc, there were a lot of big letdowns.
Yeah, all right.
Don't ask Angel. I made a rant of at least 50 minutes where I explained to him how everything could have been fixed, and I convinced him.
All right.
What?
Like I'm gonna call it now. Blackbeard and Rox had a Obito and Madara relationship.
That's interesting.
I mean, I know they got some connection, so it's just a matter of what.
Yeah, I mean, me and Cube were talking about something earlier. We were, we brought up the idea that maybe what's it called? Rox promised his crew, the same thing he promised Obito, an ideal world.
The same thing that Rox promised Obito?
No, I'm saying Rox promised the same thing Madara promised Obito, an ideal world. Like that, maybe that's what he promised to the Rox pirates. Like he'll create
or to Blackbeard specifically, like he didn't actually die and he was like in a Madara situation, almost dead.
I think Blackbeard I think Blackbeard I think one of his goals is to bring back Rox.
Yeah.
I think
it's more and more sure of it.
Because now in this arc,
more Madara Obito.
Now this chapter kind of make me think, because it's like, just imagine he wanted Boa, right? Why did he want Boa? Why did he want the stone thing? We kind of talked about that, right?
Rox is a rock.
Maybe he wants to unpetrify him. He wanted Gecko Moria. We know Gecko Moria could bring people, or he could reanimate the dead, right? What could he use law for? Immortality surgery.
Yeah.
Maybe give Rox immortality. Just saying, man. There's some deep stuff right here, man. It seemed like it's a can of worms that we getting in when it comes to Blackbeard. But yeah,
there's something weird about Moria's fruit. Like some of those zombie people were either controlled by their shadow, or they were just their own person. Like they acted the way the person in their shadow acted, or they were just their own person. Like I'm pretty sure like the assistant was like her shadow in another person's body.
It was.
And the shadow was the one that was conscious, and not the dead body.
Yeah. Luffy, yeah, the
It's
shadow
more of
takes
Yeah.
on.
not getting.
And then there's Ryuma who has Brook Shadow, but Ryuma is the one that's conscious. But whatever.
But that's because I think it's just because he maybe had like two wills interacting, Brooks' will and his own. So
Yeah,
he had like some of Brooks' mannerism, but with him, his will.
I know,
I
but
think
like
some
I know, but like the like the only thing that that really throws me off is the one that acts like their shadow.
because I think it's basically you give a good example. Ryuma, who is he in the story? They call him the god of sword. Like he destroyed a dragon. Like he is hyped up so much in the past when they talk about Ryuma. So I think that shows a difference. He's that level that he was able to regain part of his previous will that's mixed with Brooks, while the others are maybe they don't have that strong will, so they're consumed completely by the shadow, and they're just
Yeah,
zombies. That's how I would see it.
yeah, I guess.
yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was actually gonna say, there's a theory coming out in Reddit. It's not like there's no video about it, but it's actually quite interesting. People think that Joy Boy's original name was Kaido, because the Kaido is basically three words, Kaido, which is also means King of the Sea. Like he gave Arbel his nickname to call him King, and so literally, like he said, he wants to become Joy Boy, he changes his name to Kaido, which I find it's quite interesting.
Yeah. But all right, so anybody got anything else on the chapter?
I think honestly, it was like I said, the second part there was a lot of stuff to say, but the first part was quite there wasn't much. So
All right, so that's a
I
no.
think that's all.
That's a no for you,
Yeah, I think
Q.
so.
You could have just said no.
Cube the best.
Could just say no.
Cube's the king. Yeah, I
uh,
was thinking at the same time. But
all
yeah.
right. Okay. D. LaJoy boy, anything else?
It's more of just like next chapter. I think we'll get an update on the other Straw Hats since we didn't see them this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I think that as well. We'll maybe get to Vegapunk, hopefully. You know, possibly.
I don't think we'll see the real Vegapunk for a little bit still.
All right. What about you, Angel?
Good luck to Law.
Yeah. I think he might get captured. I think Blackbeard's going to take him. I think that's how it's going to go.
Or that's for sure. That or he's going to be saved by sword.
I don't know if he's going to be just left for dead and just die, but I think Blackbeard's going to take him. Maybe try to utilize his devil fruit or whatever. But yeah, I think that's in Law's future, unless he could get away somehow. If he could get away, then cool. Then he survives to fight another.
Don't worry, I know who's gonna save him.
What?
It's gonna be your road.
It's gonna be a Rouge.
Yeah, your Rouge is gonna come down there and save him. It's gonna be like an angel.
It's gonna be Big Mom. Big Mom is gonna come back for revenge and save him, so she could be the one to beat him.
But
what do you call it? Like, what do you call those angels? What do they call them? They protect whatever. Guardian angel. Yeah, your Rouge is gonna be Law's guardian angel.
All right. So nobody got anything else about pertaining to the chapter or the future of next chapter, the future of this arc.
Not of the arc. It's more of the future, like further on.
All right, we try to keep it in the arc.
Yeah.
Well, for this arc, Vegapunk will die. There.
Okay.
For me, for this chapter, well, obviously I can't wait because I do think that in terms of flashback, it's the first time where we don't know what kind of flashback we'll get. Because I think Vegapunk is the type of character that does a lot of different. Like, first of all, are we going to get a Vegapunk or a Kuma flashback? Since Bonnie is also there. Or are we going to get a Matt flashback with Vegapunk since Sanjay is also there? And Sanjay is the one member of the crew that has always have been having the talks of Mads. His dad talked about Mads in Roll Cake Island, and he only talked to Sanjay about the Mads to him as well. So I do feel like Oda is trying to continue on that plot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
think
how I'm
we'll get it
curious to see. You will get it all, do you think?
Yeah,
Both? Ah,
those.
I
We'll
can't.
see
I
how he
hope.
became. We'll see how much of a disgusting person he was, and then
Yeah,
how
he
much of
doesn't
a
like he
person
doesn't
he
like
became.
Vegapunk.
All right.
It's
That's
not that
why.
I don't like him. I just don't think he's a good person. I don't think he'll be a good person.
Okay, Angel. Everybody got to be a good person to you. I get it.
No, not everyone has to be a good person.
But all
What do you
right.
mean? I know there's some bad people in the story that I like.
All right. So, yeah, that's all I got for the chapter, though. That's all I got for the chapter. Y'all pretty much said anything that I would add. Yeah. So that's gonna be chapter 1063. We don't have a break, so we should be getting the chapter this week. But anyway, y'all, that is the discussion. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Also, comment down below your thoughts on the chapter, your thoughts on any predictions, any theories that we've said, or if you have your own, let me know down in the comments. Also, follow me on Twitch so you can catch me live and you can engage with me in real time. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and make sure you become a part of the squad. The Plump Squad. Join the Discord. All of these will be in the description box down below. I got Cube, Angel, and the Joy Boy with me. And we are out of here. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.